radiator is so nice and warm. It is freezing today, guys. It's meant to snow tonight, which is insane. But anyway, I'm sitting in this corner because it's like one of the warmest areas in my flat. So don't mind me doing this. Also, this will be going down probably by the time you guys are watching this. This will be gone and put back in storage for the next 11 months. Today I'm going to be talking through my reading goals. This is my Kindle. Voila, my Kindle. At the start of 2024, I ambitiously set a goal to read one book per week. So what, 52 books in the entire year? That did not happen. Come September, I had probably read 18 books, and I changed my goal to reading 20 books, and in actuality I only read 19 books by the end of the year. So I'm not going to do that drastic of a change this year. However, I am going to try and read 25 books this year, which I think is more feasible and much more my kind of speed. The way that I am going to read these books is through a variety of different methods. Well, 3 methods: audiobooks, Kindle, and physical books, of course. I don't still have a massive physical collection, so the majority of my books are gonna be on my said Kindle, or they're gonna probably be books that are from my parents' house, because they have a massive, well, they did have a massive book collection. It has gotten smaller, but they still have a few of the classics, so I'll probably go to theirs and take some of their books when I feel like I want to read them, or that they are on my next to read. Yeah, I feel like this is much more easier for me to reach. I just need to stick to reading. My downfall in 2024 was by the time it came summertime, and in the winter and the spring, but it wasn't quite warm enough and like it wasn't light enough, I was using that period as my reading time. Like just as soon as I finished work and I'd done my workout, I would then sit down and read. Then when summer came, it came my time to go for a long walk, and then I kind of ended up skipping my reading session and never kind of picked it back up. And then through like autumn and winter, when it started getting darker again, I wasn't going outside again, I found other things to entertain myself with, and so I never actually kind of picked up reading. Like I would pick up reading here and there. I would do the reading challenges. That would probably be the only time when I was doing them for my YouTube channel, was when I was reading, which was really annoying me. So this year I am taking it at a better speed for myself, and I am going to be utilising the different methods a little bit more, I guess. I'd say last year was the first time I'd ever kind of read through an audiobook, listened to an audiobook. I feel like that's going to be one of my favourite ways to read this year, and it's a great way to read or listen to a book whilst I'm working, for example. Like I find I can really kind of listen to a book in like 2 days whilst I'm working. So that's one of the methods I'm definitely going to be taking on this year. And this year I'm obviously not going to be hard on myself if I don't have a physical book. I'm going to do as well as I can and read as many of the books I can on my Kindle. I absolutely love my Kindle, and I am honestly going to take better care and set aside like up to 30 minutes every single day to read, whether that's in my morning, in my evening. I'm going to set it aside as part of my routine to read, and the way that I'm doing this is I'm going to pair this with something that I already do. So usually after I finish work at like 5:30 p.m. ish, I tend to come in here and I watch like a YouTube video, and I tend to make myself a cup of tea. instead of doing the YouTube thing, I'm going to take my cup of tea and read instead. That's how I think I'm going to go forward with this. And then in the summertime, maybe I'll listen to more audiobooks, so I can still go for my walks, but I can then listen to my books on a more regular basis. And then come winter again, I can then go back to doing my tea with my book. I think that's a great way of doing it. I'm also going to be doing some challenges that are on Goodreads. I'm part of a Goodreads group, and they have like a quarterly challenge where there's like a theme for each quarter, and then they also have a challenge where there's like a bingo, I guess, where they have like 25 prompts that you have to try and get bingo out of. So I am going to be doing that this year as well, and I think that's going to help me keep reading on a more regular basis. And I'm also now part of Fable, which is another app. So Goodreads is good, but Fable is also really good because it kind of actually shows me my reading streak, and it's more user-friendly, and it's just aesthetically nicer than Goodreads. Goodreads looks very old school. I'm going to use both of the apps in tandem and see which one I like best by the end of the year, and then I'll continue with which one I prefer at the end of the year, I guess. So the books that I'm planning to read this year, I actually don't have a set list of books I want to read. However, my to be read list on my Goodreads is like 200 books strong now. So I'm going to be picking all of my books from this year from that list. I'm probably going to do like a random number generator and select a number and then choose that book to read from. We're going to see how that goes by the end of the year. I also don't know quite yet how I'm going to decide which one's going to be an audiobook, which one's going to be physical, or which one's going to be Kindle. I might again do like a generator. I know I have a wheel, like a random wheel generator thingy here, spin the wheel, which just has a wheel, I think literally, yeah, just for Kindle or physical. I might add a third option to this wheel to say audiobook, and then I'll select that book to be my audiobook, but that is to be determined for now. Also, from 2024, I'm still reading the two long books. I'm still reading War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy. I'm still reading The Way We Live Now by Anthony Trollope. Those are the two like 1,000 plus pages books that I'm reading, and they are taking forever. I think I started them literally probably at the end of 2022 or at the start of 2023. Still working my way through those two books, so they are still ongoing. And then I'm currently also reading, I think it's called Station 11, which is like a post-apocalyptic world where like a affluenza has kind of wiped out a lot of the population, and this is just how they're living, and it's kind of like dystopian, a little bit crazy. I'm reading that book as my first 2025 book. I technically started in 2024, but I'm going to count it as 2025 as I'll be finishing it in 2025, even though I started it in 2024. And yeah, those are the 3 books I'm currently reading, so I'm looking forward to finishing them. My progress currently is I am at 16% of Station 11, which is by Emily St. John Mandel. I'm at 64% for The Way We Live Now, and I'm at 22% for War and Peace. So we've still got a long way to go, and I am definitely 100% going to be bringing back my challenges this year. I loved doing the challenges last year. If you guys want me to do a certain challenge, if you wanted me to do the 24-hour challenge or a screen time swap or any other sort of reading challenge, let me know down below and maybe I'll do it. It doesn't have to be obviously a screen time or like an hourly challenge. It could be like a genre challenge, or like how many I can read in a certain amount of time, or I don't know. Just let me know. Let me know if there's a challenge you would like me to do. Maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I'll look into more of the BookTube video lists and see what other challenges are out there as well, and incorporate them into this channel too. But yeah, I'm looking forward to reading more this year. I find it really peaceful. It's a nice escape sometimes, and I want to get more of the classics read as well this year. My favourite book from 2024, I must say, was Phantom of the Opera. Absolutely loved that book, and I think that's everything. Short and sweet, but my goals for this year, as I mentioned, is to read 25 books, all for my to be read list, and I'm not gonna stray from that. And I will let you guys know. I'll keep you guys updated throughout the year, and I will do different challenges, and hopefully by the end of 2025 I'll have read 25 books or more. Who knows? I think this year is going to be quite a busy one, but we will see how this goes, and I'll bring you guys along with me as always with my reading challenges. Well, not as always, I started I think last year, but I want to continue showing you guys what I'm currently reading, and hopefully give you some options as well. I really want to read The Fourth Ring and the other books in that series, but that is still to be determined. It is on my to be read list, so if I do hit one of those, then maybe I will read The Fourth Ring, but we will see in the future if that does so happen to fall upon us. And that's it. That is my update. I hope you guys have enjoyed. That is my reading goals for 2025, and of course I'll bring you guys along with me here and there, and I'm gonna try and do a book video once a month because I think that's still kind of like a little bit of fun. So it might be a challenge, or it might just be an update on where I'm at, or I don't know, we'll see. And I will see you guys in my next video on Friday. Bye guys.